And now we're on the road to All In.
Yeah.
Just no reaction. Like, okay, but
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like that sounded bad, right?
uh-huh.
But Double Nothing was good. Double
uh
Nothing was good.
Yes.
However,
Yes.
right? What has me apprehensive is that long fucking pay-per-view. It's good, but that's what makes it bad. You know?
Wait, okay. So I do have one caveat for this next long pay-per-view.
Okay.
There's one small caveat, but it's not going to be fun. It's going to happen on a Saturday, which means we don't have to be up all night watching the shit. But the other part about it is it's happening during the daytime. So
Yeah,
there's
that
that.
that helps things.
That yeah, so it does help. Even though it's gonna be going head to head with Great American Bash, we'll get to all of that later. But it's gonna be a show on the daytime.
Yeah.
So
That kind of bothers me too, though, sometimes, because like I work like during the day, so like that kind of interferes. Like I get phone calls and shit. So it all depends.
yeah, I mean, I get that. So AEW has been on an admitted hot streak, and a lot of people have been saying that AEW has been on a hot streak. How do you feel about it?
Uh, Depends what they mean by hot streak, because like they have their off days, but they're never really bad, if you know what I mean.
No, no, okay, I'm not gonna give you that. They have been like extremely bad. It's been days that I've watched Dynamite and went, you know what? I don't know why the fuck I'm watching this.
No, no, no.
Like,
What I mean is
mhm,
like it's not like when Vince was in charge. Like we had a long run of bad WWE shit. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like long fucking time. The most you probably get bad off of fucking AEW, what, like a week or two or something, maybe
I'll
three.
give I'll give them 3 weeks. They'll do 3 weeks and then like it'd be like one thing in the next week that'll make it be like, okay, this week is good. But it'd be
Yeah,
like 3 weeks where it's just like,
yeah, no, exactly. Like
fuck.
it's never perfect, but it's not consistently bad. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So like saying they're in a hot streak, it's like it's kind of diminishing when they're normally good anyway. You know what I mean? It's like a backhand insult to me.
No, but like I said, I do agree because I do feel like sometimes they do shit. They do shit, and like I dread just like watching the show because it just
Yeah.
sucks. But like then sometimes it's like, oh, I actually enjoy the show. And the bad part about it is like I enjoyed this show for all the reasons that people usually hate the show, but they also enjoyed this part. But the bad part about it is I feel like because it's 45 days or 48 days until the next show, it's going to next week is going to be a lull and then like it's another lull and then it's going to pick back up 2 weeks before the show. And you'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, they're back."
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to start at the beginning. So PWI Insider came out and said that they didn't know who was going to win between Osprey and Hangman, and not just them. Everybody involved didn't know who was going to win until the week of. Some say the day of. So Fightful came out with a report saying, yeah, not a lot of people knew what was going on, and Tony didn't make up his mind, and both Hangman and Will Osprey wanted the other one to win. But it
Ah.
kind of came, yeah, it was kind of weird, but it kind of came down to Moxley saying, listen, I want to face Hangman. So that was by two different reports that actually have reporting and know what the hell they're doing. And Dave Meltzer said, No, Tony Khan knew exactly what he was doing a long time ago. He just didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew, but like he knew exactly what was going on a long time ago. This wasn't just like something he just like went back and forth with the same day. And it's like it's two different reports from two different independent wrestling sources that vetted everything and went and found out exactly what happened. And one of them had the report, and the other one had more details on the report that they've heard also. And then Dave goes, "Nah, that's not what happened." And I'm just like, "You can't be serious."
I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Everyone knows you're in the on the man in the man's pocket. Get out his fucking dick already. Like we know he's paying you like to give him good reviews. Fuck that. Little shit like that pisses me off already. Every every fucking podcast he says something stupid.
Oh, look, there's more stuff stupid that he says later on, but like that was just like that wouldn't like I couldn't respect because it's like you have two wrestling journalists come out this that have had impeccable track records of reporting the perfect shit,
Yeah,
and you're gonna say, well, they're wrong because he knew the whole time, and like this was like the bad part was like this wasn't just like the Hangman and Osprey thing. We didn't know about that until right up to the end because like three other people reported this throughout before we got to um Double or Nothing knew that they don't know who's winning. Like Tony doesn't even know who's winning. He's still trying to decide. Like those were like rumors that was out, and when PWI like they reported it, it was like, oh yeah, no, this is really happening. Like that really happened. Like you wasn't just hearing just like whispers. That was real. So like that's what pisses me off about Dave. Like he always just like I get that you're a part of AEW, but just stop trying to pretend that you're not.
like I said, I'm gonna be the asshole on this one. Normally you go in, he's on his dick. Get off his dick.
I agree. So then we have Hangman come out, and Tony's talking to Hangman, Tony Schiavone, and Hangman says he needed this. He needed this. He needed to win because he needs to beat Moxley for the championship. He needs to redeem himself. And at this point, I'm just like, all right, all right, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. Like at this point, I'm just like, he's gonna win. He's cutting his promo, and I'm like, yeah, he's gonna win. Then Swerve comes down, and Swerve is pissed off, and Swerve goes, I want you to look at this. So Swerve shows the Young Bucks saying that they stopped Swerve from winning the title for Hangman, and then Swerve looks at Hangman and goes, "Tell me it's not true." He's like, "Don't bullshit me. Tell me it's not true." And before Hangman can say anything, Will Ospreay comes out. So Will tried to calm down Swerve, and he goes, "Listen." He's like, "I thought I was the guy. It's not me. It's not you either. It's him. It's him. He's the guy. We have to help him do the thing. He's the guy. We have to do this. We can't let them win. We have to back him up. We have to make sure he wins." And he was like, Swerve was like, "No, I'm not doing this." And Swerve just left. And Osprey was like, I don't know. I'm going to go get him. So,
Like Swerve was like, bitch, what? I ain't helping his ass. On the flip side, like Hangman didn't want his help either.
yes. And at that moment, I immediately was like, Hangman's losing. And everybody immediately is like their brains is already poking, going, "Oh, Swerve is going to cost him." That's not what's going to happen. He's just going to lose. Like Hangman's going to lose. He's going to get there. They're going to try to stop everything that the MWO has. They're going to try to stop everything, and it's going to look like Hangman is about to win. And right at that very second, Moxley finds some way to pull this shit out with a cheat or something, and everybody's going to be distracted. They're going to be doing their own thing, and Moxley's going to pull out some bullshit, and he's going to choke Hangman out, and he's going to keep the title. And everybody's just going to be like, what the fuck? And I'm just gonna be like, yep,
Because
dude.
it seemed obvious that Hangman's gonna win, right? So that's why you're saying that.
No, because like I feel like they're like not only is it too obvious, but it feels like there's something off here. Like Hangman is the perfect person to beat Moxley, and like I feel like it's just like the perfect. It's like too perfect. But I feel like there's like they don't want it to be too perfect. They want it to be messy, and they want it to be something where people are not going to see it coming. And this would actually make it more fun. Because listen, everybody wants Moxley to lose. Everybody wants him to lose, and they're like, okay, Hangman beats him, and it's over. The MWO is over. If Hangman loses and Moxley still has the title, what does that do? Everybody's gonna be like, "Well, shit. Now what? Now everybody's gonna be sad and upset, just like when Roman beat Cody. Everybody's gonna be so fucking pissed, and then finally, somebody's gonna beat Moxley.
Yeah, yeah, I can see
Listen,
that.
listen. I am still gonna be super fucking pissed if it's fucking Darby.
Which at this
And
point, like if Hangman loses, that seems like who they're gonna go with.
no, but see, here's the thing. Like, and a lot of people keep forgetting. Like, Osprey didn't have his shot yet. Osprey hasn't done anything yet. Osprey keeps getting close and losing. Like, what if he's the one? Like, what if he wins in London during Forbidden Door? Like, it's so much you can do with this. Cause if Moxley wins at All In, and then Osprey wins at Forbidden Door, like no one would see it coming because they'd be like, oh, Osprey's gonna challenge him. Osprey's gonna lose. He's gonna lose, isn't he? And then he wins. Like that, the crowd would go to fuck crazy. He would be in front of his own people. It would be magical. But like I said, I don't know. But the more longer this story goes on, I want Moxley to keep winning the title just because the loss will be so much better.
It makes sense.
Yes. So speaking of Moxley, Moxley and the MWO came out to have a tag team match because it was Moxley and Gabe Kidd and Marina Shafir versus Mark Briscoe, Willow, and Speedball Mike Bailey. So the only people in that match that have like a little tangential feud is Marina and Willow, and kind of a little bit Mark Briscoe and Gabe Kidd. Everything else is just like, eh, well, we just wanted them to have a match. It's like, eh.
That Mark Briscoe one must be like really minor because like I don't see it myself. So
See, but that's the thing. It happened during Anarchy in Arena when he came out and stopped Gabe Kidd.
ah,
So that's why I said like that's like a little small thing.
yeah,
So then we had a backstage with the Hurt Syndicate, and they're talking, and MJF is hyping them up, and MJF starts talking about the world title, and because he was talking about the world title, fucking Bob Lash looked at him like, "What did you just say? What did you just say?" He was like, "You just said something. What did you just say to me?" And I
he
was
was a
like,
mad as
"Uh oh,
fuck.
dude." I was so mad. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, so this is what I think is gonna happen. Like MJF is gonna go for the title. Bob is gonna screw him and say, "Fuck you," and like that's gonna like bring up the whole fight.
Yeah.
So that yeah, I'm ready for that. Like I'm ready for that.
Who would the other two like be with then? Shelton and P.
To be honest, I don't have to beef with anybody.
Oh, so it'll just be a Lashley and Max thing.
Yeah, just be a Lashley and Max thing. It's just like they ain't got to beef with nobody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like they ain't got to beef with nobody.
Because normally like people like pick sides.
No, they're going to stay with Bob. Like they're not just going to be go anywhere. They ain't beefing with nobody.
Oh, okay.
Like that's what's gonna make it just normal. Like the thing is gonna be MJF is gonna have his crew, and
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, that was that. Then we had a fucking brawl. We had a brawl because this was an anything goes match between Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford, and no, Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford, Anna Jay, and Harley Cameron. And this was crazy because at one point I was like, yo, they're gonna beat Megan Bayne, and then Megan just beat everybody and was like, oh, it's over. Like that's how I felt too. It was like, oh, it's over. Oh, okay, sure. But
Real bloody for a random dynamite towards the middle.
yeah, towards the middle. Then we had something that I was like, what the fuck just happened? Because we had Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher for the TNT title. Yeah, I'm saying what the fuck it just happened because the title matches came out of nowhere, which they should have put it on the pay per view. But what happened was the fucking power bomb on the outside,
Oh yeah.
dude. Like everybody collectively just screamed, and I don't mean just like in the arena. I mean everybody that watched it screamed because we thought the worst. Because Kyle Fletcher was inches away from the fucking apron. He goes for an apron power bomb on Adam Cole, and all you hear was this smack. And Adam grabs the back of his head, and we all thought, "Oh my god, they fucking killed him! They fucking killed him!" And he got up and finished the rest of the match, but we was like, "Oh my god, like why are they letting this happen?" So someone on Twitter slowed it down to like a very slow thing. Adam Cole didn't even hit he didn't even hit the mat. He didn't hit shit. What he did was his elbow smacked the apron. So that smack, that hard smack that we all heard was his elbow.
That is really professionalism right there. Like shit.
No, that the bad part, like that wasn't professionalism. That was just fucked up. Like, and the crazy part was like everyone, like his elbow is fucked up. Like it's not broken, but it does hurt because like when he went down and went pow, and it just looked so fucking bad. It just looked dangerous.
I'd
And
rather be his fucking elbow than his head or
oh
something.
yeah, so Cole winds up winning. Like he fucking wins by DQ because the Don Callis family comes out and fucks shit up. They're beating him down for at least 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But like they're beating him down for at least 3 fucking minutes. And then all of a sudden, here comes Brody King to help out because he was supposed to fight Josh Alexander next. And I'm like, okay, like, where's Brody King? I kept saying, where's Brody King? Where's Brody King? Where's Brody King? Then Brody King came out and he beat up Josh Alexander. They started a fight. He beat Josh Alexander, so Brody King goes into next week into the four-way for the international championship.
Does it mean the international championship has like a bunch of four ways?
It always does, and they're always international four-ways.
Okay.
So that is a thing. So then we had an interview with Jamie Hayter. And Jamie Hayter's getting this interview, and they're like, hey, Jamie, what's next for you? So Jamie's about to say, what's next for her? The lights go out, and Thekla comes up, and she attacks her. So this being your first look at Thekla, what are your thoughts?
I like her. I like her a lot. She seems like she's gonna be like violent and whatever. Like kind of like how Mariah May was at first, where she would just fuck people up.
So she's way more violent than Mariah May.
Ooh.
Like for the last, I want to say 6 months, but it's actually been a little bit. You know what? It might have been a little bit more than 6 months. Whenever Julia left, that was the start of the downfall of Thekla, because Julia was in a group and she had her group called Donna del Mundo, and Thekla was part of the group. And when Julia left, Thekla and the group were just there. They just were there. Julia was the leader. They were there. They just disbanded. Thekla kind of didn't know what to do, and she was just like doing stuff. And then all of a sudden, she just like kind of snapped, and she was like, "Yo, fuck!" She was like, "Fuck this," and she just like, you know what? I'm going to kill all your idols. That's exactly what she said. I'm going to kill all your idols. And no one knew what that meant. They was like, okay, what are you talking about? Because she just randomly said this like in just like a random promo. She wasn't even wrestling. She just came up and said, I'm going to kill all your idols. And everybody was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So she came back. She just started beating up like most of the good guys in Stardom. And then all of a sudden, she started a group called Hate, and they just start beating the shit out of people. She started going way too far. She beat up the fucking president. She beat up the referees. She beat up everybody. She even had her boyfriend Clark Connors come in and spear a woman, and it was like she went totally violent. So her end, they made the storyline. Her end was, hey, you're too violent. You've hurt everyone here. You're fired. Leave. And that's how she left Stardom.
Oh shit.
So yeah, like that's just a small taste of the shit that she can do. Like she is just fucking she's just fucking amazing. Like, and the crazy part was like when I saw her, it was right before she got to Stardom, because I saw the clip of her doing the spider thing, and I just was like, what the fuck? I was like, no one can do that. I was like, that's fucking weird. And then I was like, wait, she can wrestle and do. I was like, I have to watch more. And I watched like a couple matches, and then she wound up in Stardom. And like at first she wrestled in Stardom, and she was just like a good guy. And then she wound up with Julia and her crew. And then like it was from then on, she was just fucking out of this world. But she's going to be a huge star in AEW. If they let her just be as crazy as she was in Stardom, she's going to be a huge star.
I just feel bad for Jamie Hayter. Like she's been taking like L after L after L.
Dude, like when she came out there, my first thought was she's leaving, ain't she? Like that's exactly what I thought. Like nothing else. I was like, she's leaving, ain't she? Because like I thought she was going to just say, I'm done. I'm done with this. I literally thought she was leaving. I was like, oh, Jamie's leaving.
She gotta be.
So I mean, so that's her next program. She's going to lose at that club, but I mean, at least she's going to do something. So then we had the main event, and it was Mercedes and Tony Storm having a face to face. What are your thoughts on this?
It yeah. Tony Storm always with the fucking sexual innuendos and all that shit. Like, but Mercedes came back, so like it was kind of like, okay, okay. That match is gonna
Like,
be awesome.
oh, it's going to be fucking amazing. They made it like a subtle WWE reference when Tony said, we both got our flowers, we both got our like recognition, but we still decided to show up here. And like
Yeah.
that was a nod to them winning stuff in NXT and getting flowers. So she like that was like I knew exactly what that was. I was like, oh, that's a reference of the WWE life. And
Something to the effect they were reborn in AEW or something like that.
yeah, like the funny part is like Tony was the one reborn. Mercedes is just still Sasha Banks just
It's
turned up a
yeah.
little.
It's just different colors like every time now.
Mm-hmm. So I'm watching this and I'm like, oh, like this is this is perfect. And I just was like, in my mind, I'm like, I think they should main event. But then all of a sudden, I remembered you still have the MWO thing, which like even if there is no title change, people would perceive it like if you don't have the title change, it's like okay, it happened, but that should be the one that closes the show.
Yeah.
But like the Mercedes Tony match, like all I've heard from like everybody since the face to face was like, yeah, like this is gonna be a fucking awesome match. I'm like, no, I knew that, but like the main event angle, I don't like. I feel like it should, but like you can't because of the other match. Like that's it. Like that's the only problem. That's the only problem.
I did have an argument that they could have more than one main event, but your wording of it now like changes everything. Closing the show.
Mm-hmm.
That changes everything. So
Yeah, because to be honest, there should be a triple main event, which should be Mercedes Tony,
mhm.
Kenny Okada, and Hangman and Moxley. It
Yeah.
should be a triple main event, but like only Moxley and Hangman should close the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel about that. But like this did feel like it should be up there and it should close the show.
At least make the girls second to last or something.
Oh yeah, no, they have to because like this match is more anticipated than any match on that card,
Yeah.
like including Kenny versus Okada 5. This is more anticipated because these two have never wrestled. Like they've never wrestled. They haven't wrestled in WWE, and this is their first time wrestling in AEW, and they're both huge stars in AEW.
Yep.
So this should be a huge, huge thing. Like that's how it should be.
100%.
So yeah, like I'm down for that. Like right now, All In, the whole All In card, from what we see right now, feels like it's gonna be like a huge show.
Yeah.
Because like there's gonna be other stuff added in, but like right now it just already feels like it's gonna be a huge show. And the only downside is it's gonna go face to face with Great American Bash.
Which Great American Bash is normally like a TV special, right? So
Yes.
I think you
So
pointed out that last podcast. So it's a nothing burger.
I mean, well, since we're talking about Great American Bash, we might as well talk about NXT. Started out with North American Championship. Dude, this match was crazy.
Yes. Yes. If you didn't say it, I was gonna say it.
Like, what the fuck? Like, they're fighting. They got security out there. They're fighting. They have the match. The match starts. They're fighting some more. They go to the outside. Like, they bring out a chair. They open up a chair. And Ricky slams fucking, I mean, Ethan slams Ricky throat on a chair. I thought he died. I literally thought he died.
You see
Cause
his
like,
face? He was gasping.
dude, I to be honest, I thought the post went into his throat. I didn't think his throat went into the bar. I thought the post went into his throat. I was like, oh my god, they killed this man. He's going to die right here. And then Ava comes out and goes, listen, this is the referee's discretion. I like if you want to stop the match, you stop the match, but whatever, we need a winner. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like he's about to die. Like this shit was so fucking crazy. And then like Ricky got in the match and like he still was fucked up. He tried to fight a little bit, and then Ethan Page pinned Ricky Starks to become the new North American champion.
That was so fucking shocking.
Dude, that shocked the shit out of me. And like I was like, holy fuck, like that doesn't happen. And like it just like it gets so much weirder later on with Ethan Page. And it's like, what the fuck? Like I swear to God, like it just got so much weirder. That was like, what the fuck? Like it just like what like it was a really it was a really what the fuck thing. So then we had Inamori and Briggs, and they're basically saying they want the tag titles. And then we got Santana versus um Tavion Heights. So we already know, and we've been watching Santana for years.
Yep.
I'm not gonna ask you what did you think of Santana.
Of course not.
I'm gonna ask you what did you feel for Santana watching him on NXT?
Okay, so I feel like he fits perfect in like this show and whatever. Yeah, like he's a WWE superstar. I'm sorry.
Like
He could easily debut on the main roster of Raw, SmackDown, whatever.
I felt really proud because it's like he's one of those people we've seen from a long time ago. We've seen his whole ascension. And like I was just so proud of watching him there and like the crowd get behind him. They cheered for him and he was doing good. And it's just like in my heart I felt proud. I was like, yo, I've been a fan of you for so long, LAX and before that. Like
Hmm.
yo, like watching you get here just like it was like, oh, this means the world to me.
It was a thing of beauty. Now, I have a gripe though.
Uh-huh.
They're pushing him like really fast for that TNA title. I'm gonna say TNT title. The TNA title.
Uh-huh.
That needs to simmer. That shouldn't be too fast.
Well, we didn't get to that part in the show yet, so I can't explain that until we get there.
Oh, well, okay.
So then we see Kale Dixon and Uriah Faber. They're talking to Ava, and so she says, next week, you guys are going to face Dark State. And he was like, okay, cool. It's going to be a six-man. And Mr. Chase was like, what the fuck? Why am I in it? And then they go say, sorry, Mr. Chase.
He's gonna turn on them, isn't
No, no, no. I know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to keep getting their ass beat until he fixes them and turns them into a great tag team.
he? Okay. Because they're not
So,
beating Dark State.
oh no, Dark State is going to beat the shit out of them. So then we see fucking Luca Crucifino and Tony D'Angelo, and they're talking. They're having a little sit down, and Luca's like, "Yo, dog." It was like, "I wasn't trying to fuck you over. I just showed up. Like you was the one who got scared. I didn't say anything. That was the whole thing. Like I didn't do anything. Like I don't know why you mad at me." He was like, "So where you been?" He was like, "Dog, I was scared. What do you mean?" So he was like, you know what? I don't trust you. He was like, all right, I guess, whatever. So I think Luca is gonna fucking screw him too.
Oh my god. I was thinking the other way. Like Tony's gonna screw him, thinking he's gonna like Luke is gonna screw him.
Somebody's getting screwed, and they're getting screwed hard. And like that just reminded me because I totally skipped over this because like it was a nothing thing. We actually get to find out where the fuck Two Dimes was in AEW because the frat house fought the ops for no reason. Nobody cared. And it was so bad that we forgot about it until I just saw Luca and remembered that Two Dimes was a thing.
I even told you, I'm like, hey, look, it's 2 dimes and whatever. Like you commented back, 2 dimes sucks.
Dude, because like if you watch the match, he tried to get up on the top rope and slipped. Then he got down and tried to do a move and fucked it up twice. And it's like, dog, all of this you trying to get better and like you should have just like whatever you did in NXT to get fired, you should call him back and say, listen, dog, I need more training. Cause like whatever you're doing is not working. Like you are the worst out of the crew.
Sidebar though, right? Remember
Mm-hmm.
he started off as a tag team with Stacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where would Stacks be at right now if Dimes would have stayed?
Like they would have been actually better because both of them would have learned how to wrestle and they would have been a great tag team. Like they would have been actually fucking awesome. They would have been two-time tag champs by now.
Because Stacks got way better.
Yeah, that's because he was there getting trained
Yeah,
and wrestling all the time instead of being like two dimes on Ring of Honor doing nothing.
true, true.
So then we got Hollywood Trick. And Hollywood Trick is talking about how he won the title and everybody's happy that he won the title and he's the champion and he's the guy. And then Mike Santana came up. And Santana and him went back and forth on the mic, and Santana laid it all on the line. And I felt like after he finished spitting, I was like, all right, this is a main event match. This is definitely a main event match. So then we get Santino that pops up and says, next week, we're giving you a TNA title match. So it's going to be Trick versus Santana next week for the TNA Championship.
Too soon.
It's not. Like it's not too soon. See, the thing is, you're taking this as this is gonna be a regular thing. Trick is gonna cheat the shit out of him. Trick is not gonna like it's not gonna be normal. Trick is gonna fuck him over. Santana's gonna lose, and Trick's gonna act like he did some magical shit, but all Trick did was cheat.
No,
And
I know all that. That's exactly the way it's
mhm,
gonna go. Like he's actually gonna win the title later on. I just feel
mhm.
like he should like have another feud before he starts to go after Trick. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
he will, but like this makes sense because it's going to plant in everyone's mind in NXT and TNA. We're going to have this match. This is going to be the big match. This is what we're looking for. So Trick is going to screw him. Santana, like somebody even made from TNA may come and cost Santana the match, and that's how he gets into his next feud to hold him off from going back against Trick for a while.
yeah,
But whatever happens, the reason that this is happening on NXT is because everyone's watching NXT. We're having a match, and he's gonna get screwed. And everybody in TNA is gonna be so pissed that Trick did what he did and screwed Santana. And Santana's gonna be like, "Yo, I got screwed. I need to get back the title." And it's gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be a long build up, Slammiversary. That's when Santana wins the title back.
yeah.
Like,
No,
cause like to be honest, like I wouldn't like I'm glad that they did it immediately because like if they would have did it in like 2 months, like in a month from now on the next TNA pay per view, it wouldn't have like to me it wouldn't have felt as fun because it was like okay, well we know where it's going, but like having it right here, just like immediately after it happens, like first challenger, you're getting it, and everybody's like, oh Santana definitely needs to win, and they screw him over, and then he wins it later. It's like okay, it's building anticipation. I get it.
okay.
So we see
You,
Stephanie in the back, and Ava comes in there. This is the funniest shit. Ava comes in there and say, "Hey, you're gonna have a tag match against the two luchadoras at AAA, like when worlds collide. So you need to find a partner." So Lola comes up and says, "I'll be a partner." Here's the problem: this match was already set. This match was already set before anything happened. Before all of this happened, it was already Lola and Stephanie versus the two luchadoras. Like I knew exactly what was going on. Like I knew it before it was ever said. And then it was like, oh, this is happening.
That's always
I
my
was
pet
like,
peeve with this shit when they announce the
it's
match when it's already
so
announced.
stupid. It's so stupid. So then we had Jada Parker versus Tatum Paxley, and Jada won because she threw one of the dolls in the ring. Tatum got sad, and then she hit her with her ass. One, two, three. And then Thea Hale comes in to save Tatum Paxley and runs off Julia. So it looks like Tatum versus Jada. I mean, not Tatum versus Jada. Um,
Jada
what is her goddamn
versus
Thea
Thea.
versus Jada? Yeah.
Yeah,
So then we had Dante Chin versus the new guy. I
he's been
forgot
out
his
for
name.
a while.
Yeah, but the funny part is like they always bring back Dante Chin to die.
Yes.
Like he does nothing else but like he just shows up and he dies. Like as soon as I saw Dante Chin in the ring, I was like, oh, he's dead. He's dead. And the dude's name is Jasper Troy. He murdered the shit out of Dante. And then after the match, Opal was like, listen, he was like, I understand that you want the title, but you're not ready. And I'm going to beat your ass when I catch you. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
I have a weird feeling this guy it's gonna be really hard for Oba. He ain't beating
Oh, yeah.
Oba, but he's gonna fuck him up.
Oh, yeah. So then we get the no quarter catch crew, and they're in the back, and Charlie's trying to tell Miles to do something. And Miles is like, listen, dog, I don't even want to be here no more. And Charlie's like, what do you mean? He's like, all right, listen, how about next week we have a match? If I win, I get to leave. And if I lose, I get to stay in the crew. And he goes, all right. So Miles is definitely winning, right?
Maybe not. I have a theory that Tavian might turn on him.
Turn on Miles? Really?
Yes, yes. You see how
Okay.
buddy buddy they are and whatever, like how
Mm-hmm.
happy he is for Miles and whatever.
Yep.
That might not last. Like Tavion probably be like, "You was gonna leave me, bitch? Fuck you."
I actually kind of saw it the other way that Tavion would help Miles and then Tavion leave too and just have Charlie by himself.
I mean, it makes more sense because Charlie was coming at both of them. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes this shit don't make sense. So
Yeah, because like I want to see Tavion by himself.
same. Both of them, all three of them
Mm-hmm.
actually. Because I like Charlie too.
Yeah, like I want to like I want to see them separate. Like they're a good crew, but like I would love to see what they could do separate.
Yeah.
So then we get Ethan Page, and he's coming out after he's won his North American title earlier, talking about how cool he is, and then he brings up at World's End he's gonna have a match, and then Javon Evans comes out and was like, "Yeah, you got a match against me." So then Ethan Page is like, "You know what?" He's like, "I'm gonna beat you because I already beat you," and Javon brings up something I totally forgot. He was like, "Yo, I owe you for when you broke my jaw and you fucked me up." I was like, "Oh yeah, that did happen." So then he goes, "Oh, but you know what? I'm not the only one." So all of a sudden, Laredo Kid comes up. I swear to God, I didn't know Laredo Kid was in AAA. I'm not even joking.
Same. I thought he was still in AEW.
Exactly. So now it's a three-way. And then Laredo Kid is talking shit. And Evie Paige's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck both y'all up. I'm gonna fuck both y'all up. I'm gonna keep the title. And then Javon goes, oh shit, that's right, I forgot. And this person too. And it's Phoenix. So listen,
Hmm.
this might be the match of the night.
Might be. Well,
It,
nothing else been like announced like a lot yet. So yeah, there still might, but I
yeah,
can say high probability it is gonna be.
yes. So then after that, we have Ava in the back talking with Stevie and like Robert Stone. So they're talking, and Stevie goes, yo, what about Shawn Legacy? Like, he's number one contender. Like, he won a match. Why didn't he get a match? And Ava was like, you know what? You're right. So whoever wins that gets the face show on Legacy. And Stevie was like, all right, yeah. I'm like, Doug, how the fuck did y'all forget about that? That was a big plot point.
Yep.
Like, I was so pissed off.
You complained about that for a minute. So
Yep. So then we had Tatum in the back, and she meets up with Zarya and Sol Ruka, but the culling was behind her looking on. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a thing. So then we get to the main event. We get Fatal Influence with the returning Jasmine Nix. She's back.
did they ever explain where she was at?
No, no. Like no one explained. She just existed. Like that was it. So JC Jane faces Stephanie Vicaire for the title. Stephanie is pissed off. She runs to the ring and they start fighting. And the match is going. And then in the middle of the match, JC and Fallon have beef. And JC yells at Fallon. So the match is going. Stephanie puts JC in an armbar on the ropes. And all of a sudden, Fallon does a spin around kick, kicks Stephanie in the face, gets back in the ring, and JC just punches the shit out of Stephanie. One, two, three, complete shock. What was your thoughts with JC Jane winning the world title?
If I was fucked up that Ethan Page won the North American title, it fucked me up 10 times worse because they got us. They got us. We thought they were breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what the fuck? You know?
Yes.
It not to like hate on her because like she does deserve it. You've been saying for years what a
Mm-hmm.
star JC is and whatever, and she finally got it. So congratulations to her. But it's still like, wow.
Yes. Because like last week, the week before that, every time they're talking about breaking this team up, I've been saying JC is a fucking star. They need to separate them. JC is a star. JC is a star. JC is a star. Guys, JC is a thing. For years, I've been saying JC has something. JC, give her something. Give her something. And she wins the fucking world title. No one saw it coming. And I just was like, oh my God, like, I'm so happy that she won.
Yes, well
And
deserved.
what makes this so much what makes this so much weirder is like right at the very moment she wins the title, everybody's in pure shock. All of a sudden, randomly, just on fucking Twitter, Mariah May just tweets eyes. And I'm like, no, really? You just gonna do that? It's like that was just random. Like that was just really fucking random. So that just that just sparked well to me that sparked rumors for me that Mariah May should be coming to NXT soon. And as for as for Stephanie, I mean, I don't really know what else can happen. Well, I mean, maybe she can go somewhere. I mean, you know, I don't know, but she could go somewhere. You know what? We got to talk about Raw. So we had a fallout from Saturday night's main event on Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
And how did you feel about that?
To be honest with you, with like what happened on NXT, Raw was fucking forgettable. So you gotta refresh my memory with everything that happened for Raw, for Raw.
Wait, how was Raw forgettable? Raw came before NXT.
That's what I mean. Like NXT was way good. Like it overshadowed everything that happened on Raw, so I forgot.
So Raw was like it was it had stuff that happened, but it had like I mean it's not forgettable, but like it
Can't tell me it
was
was as good as NXT.
listen, there was like a few things on Raw that was like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. Because like shit happened. Like so, okay. It started out with I'm trying to remember what it started out with
Seth.
because now this is not fair. Like because stuff happened and I just like I can't remember exactly everything that happened at the same time. Because like I want to jump to the end, but like I don't remember what happened in the beginning. Because like I kind of remember the Vision starting out.
Yes.
Yes, the Vision came out and talked shit, but they haven't called themselves the Vision yet, which is
I was
bad.
just about to point that out. Like they need that name. I like that name a lot.
Yeah, they haven't pointed it out, so it's just there. So they don't like no one has said anything. It's just there. So what's your opinions on the new Vision?
I like it. Like fucking Bronson Reed is a fucking surprise. Um, because like him and Seth like had that long beef and whatever. So, but the explanation was pretty good.
Yes. So we
Do you
get it.
foresee anybody joining them, or no? It's just gonna be them four.
No, it's definitely like I definitely feel like there's gonna be like one or two people to join, but like as of right now, I don't know who it's gonna be.
Okay.
But I do see like more people joining them. It's just not gonna be as easy as like, oh, it's just this and it's over. It's gonna be more people to join.
Yeah.
So we had Money in the Bank qualifier, and it was Chad Gable who almost died at least 3 times in this match. I lied to you not. He almost died 3 times.
Yes. He was a
So,
bloody mess by the end of it.
oh yes, he was. It's like holy shit. And it was Dragon Lee versus Chad Gable versus Penta, and I was trying to figure out who was gonna win, and fucking Penta won, and I was shocked. So Penta's going to Money in the Bank.
The one thing that I took from this match,
Mm-hmm.
I want a Dragon Lee and Penta one-on-one match. I know you've probably seen that a million times out of
Mm-hmm.
WWE, but since I don't watch a lot of other wrestling, I want to see that shit.
Yes. So then we had Vikingo and Chad Gable have an interaction when WWE spoiled a match that's happening on Saturday in AAA. Dun dun dun. Because they literally said Vikingo is going to face Chad Gable for the AAA Mega Championship. Now, to the untrained eye, this means fucking nothing at all. Not a goddamn thing to anybody because everybody's like, oh, well, Vikingo has a title, I guess. The match doesn't happen until Saturday, and it's Vikingo versus Alberto Del Rio for the AAA Mega Championship.
They said, fuck that guy.
Yeah. So then on Telemundo or Univision, I don't know which one, there was like a talk show, and Vikingo's dad was on there, and Alberto Del Rio attacked him. And at first, people was like, "Oh, this is real," and then I was like, "No, it's a work." But the crazy part is, I think Alberto Del Rio, like, it was a work, but like he had genuine anger on his face because it's like I'm doing this because this is part of a work, but at the same time, I know I'm gonna lose to your fucking son on Saturday, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm fucking pissed.
Could it have been a work shoot where like obviously he didn't like beat his ass, but he probably got a few shots in.
Oh no, he definitely did because like I know he's pissed off because like they leaked it on Monday and got to wait till Saturday. I mean, people like if AAA people wasn't watching Raw, they seen him on the internet. So like they know that like, oh shit, like he's gonna lose the title. And like for everybody that was like, oh, they're gonna keep Alberto Del Rio, and now look at it. It looks like he's gone.
Is that show taped or like that's just the plan?
Dude, everything is live.
Okay, cool.
Like nothing's taped. Like they're having a match on Saturday for the
Okay,
title.
cool.
I just said that. I just said they're having a match on Saturday for the title.
No, but I mean, like, just because the show's on Saturday,
No, it's
it
live.
could
It's
be
happening
taped.
on Saturday for the title. It's
Okay,
AAA. AAA don't tape stuff. It's live.
okay. No, you know, like how TNA does sometimes too. You know,
No,
different.
they don't tape stuff. They usually go live.
Okay,
Even if nobody's watching, they still go live.
okay.
So then we had a funny situation. Dom is in the back and he's with Judgment Day. And Roxy comes up and brings some chicken nuggets and she goes, "Oh, you look a little tense." And she starts massaging his shoulder. And all of a sudden, Liv just pops up. And Liv's like, "Excuse me?" It seems like I'm not doing anything. So she kicks her out of the clubhouse and she yells at Dom and then she walks off. And Finn the whole time, Finn is smiling and laughing. Dude, he was so happy.
Finn's a fucking menace.
Yes, he is. Then we had a tag team title match, three-way. And I fucking love this finish because of how it got to this finish. It was so fucking good. Dude, so it's I forgot the New Day were the tag team champions. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you. I forgot they were tag champions.
Yeah, they're kind of forgettable. So
Yeah, because I swore the War Raiders had the tag titles, but nope, and New Day had
same.
them. So it was New Day versus War Raiders versus the Creeds. And in the middle of the match, the New Day go, "All right, Creeds, let's work together and beat the shit out of the War Raiders." So they're working together to beat the War Raiders. They're beating them down. All of a sudden, Xavier just rolls up fucking Judas in 1, 2, 3, and they keep the titles.
Dumbass.
Right?
Like, why would you trust them?
Exactly.
They turned on Big E for God's sakes. You don't think they're gonna turn on you?
Hmm. So then we got a backstage with Kari and Liv. And Liv winds up getting challenged by Kari for a match later on. So then we had Jay Uso come out and he's talking shit. And Gunther's like, "Yo, you're gonna lose the title to me right after Money in the Bank, so I don't know what the hell you happy about. You're gonna lose that title. Fuck you." And Jay's like, "I've been doing this for so long, like you ain't gonna take this title from me." He's like, all
I
right.
swear before the Cena match was like announced, I could have
Mm-hmm.
sworn Gunther said like their match was gonna be at Money in the Bank. Obviously, I'm wrong, but I could have sworn he said that.
No, he said the night after Money in the Bank, June 9th, they were going to have well, not the night after, the Monday after, June 9th, they're going to have a title match. That's what he
Okay,
said.
okay.
So then we had Liv versus Kari. They're having this match, and Roxy comes down and she pushes Kari off of the rope. Now, Raquel is out there with Liv, but Roxy pushes Kari down. Kari's down. So Roxy and Raquel start yelling at each other because Raquel is like, "What the fuck are you doing here? Why are you here?" And Roxy's like, "I'm just here to help." Liv is paying attention to both of them arguing, and she goes to hit Kari with the Oblivion. Kari rolls her up 1, 2, 3. It's over. Dog.
Because Finn said that's the reason Roxy is a tryout for the Judgment Day because she's not a member yet. She's supposed to help them.
But like that's the funniest part is like she did help, but
Yeah,
because Raquel is like angry at her and she doesn't want her around, you cost Liv the match. That's
Yeah,
your fault.
it
Like
wasn't
it wasn't
Roxy. It was
Roxy's
her.
fault. And Roxy even said, "I came to help," and
Yeah.
like she's getting yelled at by Raquel, which fucking fuck live over. So Raquel's the problem.
Yep. Which means Raquel might get kicked out.
Yes. So then we had a back and forth with Becky and Lyra, and Lyra was fucking lighting Becky's ass up. She was lighting Becky's ass up. I did not expect that. Cause like the thing I hated was Becky start talking about Lyra's boyfriend, which like he's not a like he's a wrestler, but he's not in WWE. Why are we bringing him up?
If you didn't tell me, like, I wouldn't think he was a wrestler either. No
Yeah,
offense.
he's a
I'm
wrestler on
just
the
saying.
Indies, and like that's what's pissing me off. It's like it doesn't matter because he's not in the picture. Like he's not in this match. Like he doesn't work here. There's no payoff. Why are we having this problem? Like I understand like you talk about him because like he was whatever, but like he shouldn't be in this. Like
He shouldn't be.
because he's not part of like he's not part of WWE. If he was part of WWE, like if he was in NXT or something, I'd be like, all right, cool, because this is going to lead to him getting fucked up. All right, I got it.
We don't even know this cat's name. Well, I don't.
Like I forget it. Like he's just a random person, but I totally forget it. But,
Yeah. Doesn't matter in
but
this case.
yeah, like that's what I mean. It's like it does. Like it's so stupid. Like because like he was there. All right, fine. But you keep bringing him up as a plot point, which he doesn't work for the company. If he worked for the company, I'd be like, all right, fuck it, whatever. He works here, like it's going to turn into something. Fine, that's fine. But like, he doesn't work here. Like he doesn't go here.
Exactly.
Like that pissed me off. It was like you're just yelling for no reason. What is happening here?
And like this is the same thing. Like everybody gets upset when people mention Seth, or vice
Mm-hmm.
versa when they mention Becky when Seth's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like you shouldn't do that. Like it's that MJF low hanging fruit shit.
Yeah, it's really dumb. But
Yeah.
they're having a match at Money in the Bank for the IC title. I kind of feel like Becky's going to win the title.
Yeah, because there's stipulations to that. Like Becky wins, she's never gonna go for it again. But if Lyra wins, she has to raise her hand, which that's a stupid stipulation. But yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. She's going to raise her hand and it's going to be over.
yeah.
So then we had Rusev versus Akira Tozawa, and he beats the shit out of Tozawa. And then all of a sudden, Sheamus comes down because Sheamus is his friend and he wants to fight his friend. So Sheamus and Rusev are going to fight.
Weren't
I'm
they
here
part of
for
a
it.
group?
What? What are you talking about? The United Nations?
Yes, yes.
What? That wasn't a thing. You're, you're just making stuff up.
Who was it? Alberto Del Rio. I want to say him, Rusev,
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
Drew wasn't part of it, right? Because like
Nope.
for some odd reason, I'm thinking Drew was in it.
Nope. Drew wasn't part of it.
Okay.
Like that's gonna like that is so fucking funny that they were a thing. So then we get to the main event, which is Finn versus Seth versus Sammy. The winner goes to the Money in the Bank, and this match is going down. And Sammy gets pulled out by Division, and then all of a sudden Jay Uso comes out, and Jay Uso like starts beating up Division, and somehow fucking Seth just hits the curb stomp on Finn, and that's it. He gets the win. So Seth is in. Now here's the funny part.
Hmm.
CM Punk's music hits. Everybody's looking for CM Punk the other way. Everybody's looking. Punk comes up from behind, beats the shit out of Seth while the Vision is looking for him, and then he just runs off.
Fucking crazy. People don't learn by now. Like they're gonna catch you from behind.
Exactly. So the longer this goes on, like the more and more people keep getting into Money in the Bank, I just keep not knowing who I want to win Money in the Bank. Because
Eh,
honestly, Seth feels like if Seth wins, he's just gonna cash in on Monday with whoever wins between Gunther and fucking whatchamacallit,
yeah,
Jay Uso. So it feels like he's just gonna cash in.
yeah.
But like anybody else, I don't know because also the field is like way not filled up, and next Saturday is the pay per view, which like by this time everybody should be in it, and we should have like a little stupid Money in the Bank thing, like, hey guys, look, these are the people who are in it.
Like when they talk to each other and shit, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what should happen.
Yeah.
But like that's not what's happening. So we're have like we'll get to it eventually.
I tell you, like so far, who I don't want to win, Seth.
Okay, who?
I act- Seth. I actually don't want Seth to win.
Okay, why don't you want Seth to win?
I don't know, cause we have like Penta in. Like Penta obviously is not gonna win, but like have someone new go for the title.
Okay, we have Penta, we have Solo, we have
Uh-huh.
Seth, and we have LA Knight. Those are your four choices as of right now.
Yeah, like
So who?
Solo would be
So
good, cause like that would lead to him cashing in on Jacob. You know what I
uh-huh.
mean? LA, you know what? LA is another one I don't want to win. Like I don't know, I'm
Mhm.
sour on him.
Yes.
I like Seth, but I don't know. I don't want him to win it, like win anything right now. Like just lead your group, be good.
Like that's what I don't want either. But like I feel like right now it just feels like Seth is the front runner until like the crowd like fills up more.
Yeah,
Once it fills up more and we get like more people, I'll be like, okay, well then I'll change out because like there's two more spots that's left. Like once we get those other two spots, I'll be like, okay, well I think this person should win over Seth. If
yeah.
there's nobody that's as big as Seth in this, I'm just gonna say they're just gonna give it to Seth.
And that's the reason. Like Seth is way too big. You know what I mean, compared to everybody else. So it's kind of
But
obvious.
see, but that's the thing though. Like he just started a new group. He screwed Roman. He screwed Punk. Like so, it makes perfect sense for him to be champion, and like especially for him to be like this fucking chicken shit piece of shit heel to
Yeah,
cash in and steal the title from whoever is the champion at the time.
yeah.
Like that's the only way it makes sense. But other than that, like it really doesn't make sense. Like just because like it has like all of these story beats that fucking go into it, it's like, yeah, but that's why I'm waiting to see who else is in it. If there's somebody else that's better and I'm like, oh, this person definitely needs to win, then I'll be like, okay, this person should win. But right
Yeah.
now it's like Seth exists because he's there.
Cause even though it's like a long shot, Penta could win due to the fact now it's open to every title, U.S. title, IC title, whatever. He could cash in on one of those. So
Yeah, but I would want them to keep it to the traditional way and cash in on the world.
yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
So going back to counter programming with WWE, there's going to be running NXT in the old ECW arena right before AEW does a residency in the ECW arena for the month of June.
Oh shit.
Like the thing that's pissing me off about this whole thing, and it's not even about the counter programming, it's you're putting on too much product. And even though this isn't like going to be just a pay per view, it's just a regular NXT show like the week before. Like it's just you're running too much shows. Like if you were just like doing your regular amount of shows and you just happen to go head to head with AEW, I'd be like, all right, cool, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah,
Like you're adding shows to counter program them, and it's like, well, that kind of fucking sucks. Like, because it's like I enjoy both, but like I said, if you were just running your normal shit, it's like, all right, cool. You're adding shit where I'm like, well, now I gotta watch something extra than the shit that I was already gonna watch.
doing way too much. I feel you.
Yeah, because like fucking Great American Bash, like I said last week and we said earlier on this pod, it's usually a TV special, but because you want to run against AEW, is going to be a pay per view, which is, I mean, Great American Bash could be its own pay per view, but just like running against AEW is just like, I mean, it is what it is. Like I have no, like I said, I have no problem with counter programming. It's just when you add stuff. Like if you just had regular shows going on, and it's like, hey, we got a pay per view this week, and we changed it to this day so we can run against this. I'll be like, all right, cool, nothing extra.
Yeah, like the last one we just had, Battleground and fucking Double Nothing.
Yeah, because those two was just like perfectly because like Battleground was going to run anyway, and Double or Nothing was going to pop up anyway. It's like, oh, okay, well, fine, like have no problem. You just made Great American Bash a thing just to run against them. And it's like, yeah, okay. Well, like,
Like you're doing it on purpose.
yeah, not, that's the thing. Like, I don't care if they did it on purpose. It's just like the fact you've given me too much more content to watch. Like,
Yeah,
it, like if you had a pay per view in July that was the same time as, well, not July, August, the same time as fucking Forbidden Door, and you just moved it to wherever Forbidden Door was, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Instead of going, hey, we got another show, and this is gonna be right there where this is. It's like, ah, oh, fuck you, man. Like,
that makes sense.
yeah, I have no problem with the counter programming. Somebody's like, well, why don't you have a problem with the counter programming? Because they're going against AEW. AEW did the same thing in the very beginning, so it's like, what's the point? Like, there's no point in arguing this. This shit is gonna happen anyway. This is like there's no fight in this. What's the point? Like there's no point.
Yeah,
Like so it's like you can't escape it. There's nothing to say about it except just fuck it. Just go with it. Just go with it. Like especially if you just like all wrestling, it's like nothing happened. Like watch what you watch, like what you like. That's fine. Nothing's happening.
exactly.
So yeah. Any last words?